This video is for people who struggle with invasive and negative thoughts, who have a little voice in the back of their head that will pipe up sometimes saying, things will just be easier if you die.
You deserve this.
Do something so stupid. Want to listen to what
You have to say, I don't think so.
Who do you think you are? Look at you.
You're a terrible father.
I told you to be
I
quiet.
told you.
I told you to be
quiet.
How could you even gonna do that?
Just give up.
Here are 5 quick and dirty ways to shut that voice right the fuck up. Number 1, mindfulness and meditation. Long. It takes too long. Mindfulness and meditation, those are great as a constant thing that you do. When something goes wrong and you're immediately starting to hear negative thoughts, I have found you need to bring yourself back into your body. There are a couple of ways you can do it, aside from the obvious one. Slow down, take a deep breath. But again, it's like in those moments where shit's kind of kicking off, you are really feeling that frustrated, angry vibe. The fastest way I've found to bring myself back into my body, massive fucking clap. At least for me, it brings everything to like this moment. It just sort of stops everything. To be fair, maybe that's just because if I do that, people are kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Bring it in like this. You want? Make a hand sign. Actually, you know what? Make a hand sign. Look, looks like a pussy.
And that ain't you! You're better than that!
Number 2, challenge negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts, those were just some examples of some of the ones I have all the time, constantly. There's like other ones too, like, oh, you fat fuck. It's not the best, but these days it's a lot quieter. It's not usually that bad, but challenging the negative thoughts. You know, you think something has gone wrong. You feel like it's your fault. And you kind of get in this little argument going in your head about whose fault is it really, when to be honest, shit just happens and there's nothing you can do about it. The easiest thing you can do is, if you have a negative thought, oh, you fucking idiot, you do that all the time. Just take a second, right? Think, whose voice is that? It's inside your head, but you thought it. You're not the thought. You are the thinker of the thought. Just talk shit straight back to it. Oh, you always fucking do that. Yeah, and you always open your fucking mouth. You do that all the time, you fucking. Stop. Is it really true? If it really is true, if you say, oh, you fucking idiot, you do it all the time, right? If it's true that you do it all the time, well, then you've actually got no business feeling bad about it. It's just a fact. Don't like it, change it. But if it's not true, then tell that voice to suck a dick. This reminds me of something that Marcus Aurelius said. Hello, it's me from the future. This is what Marcus Aurelius said. Suck a dick. Sucketh a large one. I'm just kidding. He said this: no matter what anyone says or does, my task is to be good. And this noblest kind of retribution is not to become like your enemy. In this case, the enemy is a negative dick, a large one. Number 3, positive affirmations. If you've been on my channel and seen any of my other videos, you know that I think positive affirmations are the fucking anabolic steroids of self-improvement. Just positive affirmations all day. But how do we make them quick and dirty? Right? So let's just say you've pissed everyone off, you forgot something, and now everyone's fucking mad at you, and you're sitting there and you've got that negative thought like, man, I really hope no one fucking hates me for this. How do we apply a quick and dirty positive affirmation to kind of reel that shit back in? There are some ones I like to use all the time, right? It's just simple things. I'm worthy. I'm powerful. I'm strong. There was a bodybuilder movie a few years back about those guys that murdered that other guy. Had The Rock in it. At the start, the movie opens up and it's Mark Wahlberg, and he's like, I'm big, I'm strong, I'm hot. I'm big, I'm strong, I'm hot. It's just shit like that, you know? You are something powerful. Even in like your darkest, shittiest fucking times, man. That's like straight up. So in your darkest, most shittiest, low fucking vibe, low self-esteem, fucking soy boy ass fucking vibe, just remember, in order for you to get here, you already had to beat out millions of fucking sperms and shit, bro. The fact that you even exist right now is just something special. Pick a song. I've been singing Here I Go Again by Whitesnake, and that's because I watched a show called The Magicians, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. I fucking love that shit. There's some songs out there that are real good, like real good ways to derail that negative thought. But yeah, positive affirmation. Tip number 4 for shutting that negative voice right the fuck up is journaling. Journaling is great. and it works, but it's not quick and dirty. What is quick and dirty is being lazy about writing your feelings down. You know what is easier than writing down your thoughts and feelings? Not doing that, because every negative thought and feeling you had, you switch in music with it, meaning that it's been cancelled out, and so you no longer have to write it in your diary. But if you want to, keep a daily journal where you can express yourself. And this is because it can help you process your thoughts, kind of a good way to see all your patterned thinking. Tip number 5, shutting that voice right the fuck up, is exercise. There, I said it, you knew it was going to be on the list. Using exercise as a consistent approach to keeping that voice quiet is pretty standard. But in terms of a quick and dirty fix, how do you use exercise when you've just woken up in the morning, you fucking spill your coffee on the floor and you're like, fuck, oh, of course, my fucking day's going to turn to shit. You are not going to be able to just fucking get to the gym just like that. But you know what you can do? A wall sit. Your being is going to get pulled all the way out of your mind into those quads. It's going to be fucking painful. Probably going to hurt. If you don't want to do that, get down on the floor, do a plank. Bring yourself back into your body. If you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to do that, well, at least you're not thinking you're a useless piece of shit. You're just like, well, it's either do a plank or I can stop talking shit to myself. Even that, it's like, well, fuck, I don't do any fucking plank. I fucking hate planks. Planking, what is this? 95? No, what year was it? Fucking like 2000 or some shit. Exercise releases endorphins. There's like a pretty cool thing I saw on Bucky about endorphins. Oh, right, anime. Didn't put anything in this list about anime. Fucking bonus.
The human brain sends a distress signal to the body when one continues excessive exercise over a long period of time. That signal manifests itself as pain. Your average human will rest when that happens. But the human body can go much further than that. If one ignores that signal and continues to push on, the brain will finally stop the pain and produce a wonderful sensation throughout the entire body.
Wait, do you mean...
Yes, the body does, through the secretion of endorphin.
Endorphins? You mean the chemicals that allow fighters to continue until they die, right?
There's not a doubt in my mind. He's trying to awaken his brain's endorphins. Isn't that right, Bucky?
Get pumped up for positive affirmations, for fitness, for shutting that little negative voice right the fuck up. If you've got that voice that's telling you you can't do that shit, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're no good, take it as a challenge. It's like having your own personal villain, and you're a fucking hero. His voice is yapping away, and you're a hero who has to deal with that villain. One thing I just learned recently from My Hero Academia was fucking around where you've got no business fucking around is what makes a real hero. So when you've got that negative voice in there, thinking it owns the show, and that you got no business being there, you get in there and you shut that shit down, and that puts you in the hero books. No matter what happens, you're always gonna find there's a negative voice inside that talks to you. It's not you, it's just a thought. You're not your thought. Forgive yourself, move forward, nothing is holding you back, especially that little voice inside your head. Next time you're in your head, take a look around and be like, damn, here there be gods. And am I gonna leave where there be gods? Namaste, right here.